What's going on, Beaches? Welcome to episode 1311, the Ask Papa Swolio Live. Thank you so much for being here. A reminder, if you usually catch the live streams, that the Sunday Q&A, the Ask Papa Swolio live sessions, are for Swolenormous X members only, and you can get access with uncensored and unlimited memberships. You can learn more at swolenormousx.com. Get started for less than the price of a peppermint mocha latte. That's right. Less than $3 will get you access to all the exclusive live streams, so go check it out, swolenormousx.com. At the time of recording this intro, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what questions are going to be asked. I don't know who's going to talk about what, who's going to say what, and I'm excited. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to ask a good question. You never know what's going to come down the pipeline. Maybe it'll just be a chill session. Maybe no one's got questions. Maybe everyone's got questions. Who knows? Let's find out. Without further ado, Beaches, episode 1311.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome everyone to episode 1311 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swoley. Oh, what's going on, fam? The real Swole fam, I mean, all of you are Swole fam, those of you that are listening to the podcast, but those of you that are watching live, what is up, Swole fam? My Swole Feezy. This is, for those that don't know, this is a members-only stream. Ask Papa Swolio Live is now the Sunday Q&A, and it's for members of the Swole fam. So we stream this live in the Swole fam Facebook group, and we take questions, and we're going to talk about shit. So a reminder, for those of you that are watching live right now, ex-members, make sure you click the link in the post description to verify your account so I can show your avatar and your question on the screen. Otherwise, I'll just see your text and I won't see your name. So make sure, and I'll try to help along. It's right in the post description, right here in the post in the Facebook group. You click that link and approve. What's up, Philip? What's going on, Mario? What up? What up? Here we go. Here we go. All right, fam. So now you can let your questions fly. Drop whatever questions in the comments below, and we'll also take some questions that some of you may have submitted if you are unable to catch live. So we have some questions that from the previous post for what's been going on lately in the group and what you're working on. Let's get the conversation started with what you are working on today, what you're working on today, what you're working on this week. A reminder that we do have our accountability meeting tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time. So tomorrow we're going to have new releases. We're going to have a new yoga class. We're going to have the next week of Swole season. We're going to have some new recipes, and we got some other stuff to talk about. Got some other big releases and some updates and some content releases and stuff on the horizon that I'm going to be getting to right after this podcast. So we'll answer some questions. We'll do some Q&A. We'll see what you guys have for me. And then tomorrow we'll jump right in, and I'll be posting that event here in the group. That way we can go over some of the new releases that are coming up, because, hey, 2020, people, 2020. Is it just me, or was it just January 1st last year? I feel like I don't know. Last year I felt like I was raging about fuck your resolutions a lot longer than this year. Even though this year we have shirts and we have a bigger community and everything, like I feel like I was raging about resolutions longer last year than this year. I feel like all of a sudden it's January, it's here already. And I'm like, I didn't even have a chance to rage about it. I feel like I've just completely blank. Like I was knocked unconscious. Maybe I raged so hard. I lost my shit. I lost so many fucking brain cells that all of a sudden I just blew a synapse. And the last couple months have been a blur. Let's see. Real question today. What's up, Phil? I have legs swole for the first time tomorrow. Can you explain how to correctly do the squat complex? I would have to see whatever you have in front of me. I apologize, but I don't know what exactly you're referring to unless I see it in front of me. I don't retain a lot of stuff by memory, even my own programs, because I'm writing so much shit on the back end. you'll need to break it down a little bit more. And you might want to post up in the Facebook group. So that's a good question. That's very specific. And I don't have that in front of me. So maybe you can bring up a little bit more context about what you're asking. I don't have it available in front of me to pull it up right now, but anything else? Let's see. Anything else? First question, rough start. But that's a post. That's a separate post here in the group. Okay, whoever posted this, make sure you click the link in the post description because I don't see your name. What foods within the Swole kitchen do you eat and how often? That's not necessarily a question that needs to be answered. It's most important for what you eat. I focus on basics. I do a lot of ribeye steaks. I do a lot of grass-fed beef and pastured eggs and sweet potatoes, white rice. I don't necessarily do meals. Most of the stuff in the Swole kitchen are either member submitted or certain things that I have eaten in the past, but not necessarily what I eat regularly. So if you do an elimination diet and you follow to a T and you go through the nutrition jumpstart, what you're going to find are the foods that are optimal for you. So it's not really important what I do. And that's the basis of the elimination diet, is that what I do is irrelevant for you. However, I'm happy to talk about individual things, but I'm very hesitant to go into my diet because people are just going to fucking copy what I do. And they already do. And it's not necessarily what they should be doing. So if you go through an elimination diet, and everyone that has experiences positive from the elimination diet, drop it below. If you have a negative experience, you could drop it below too. But you have to ask me specific recipes because there's bone broth in there, and then I have that every day. So they have grass-fed beef, but I don't necessarily have the grass-fed beef balls. I don't necessarily have patties. I'll have a ribeye steak, but I don't eat fancy. I'll have a steak with broccoli or asparagus and a sweet potato. I wouldn't say that's a recipe. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's I cook these foods, I make them, and then I consume them, if that makes sense. I tend to eat foods singular. It's okay, I ate this. I don't think of combinations for a meal. I'll just say, okay, I want steak, I want this. I eat separate things together. I don't know. I just think about food differently than a lot of people, I think. Christina, what's up, Christina? Should you train legs more than, and by the way, fam, this is for you. So if I answer a question or I respond to a question and you have a follow-up, I want to go through as many questions. I want to touch each of you as often as possible. So I'm going to touch questions and I might answer a little bit, but let's make this more of just an even flow of communication. So you can follow up if you have a little more context. If I say, what do you really mean by that? What exactly you're referring to, or something, you can respond back. It's not like you ask a question and then you go to the back of the line. You can follow up too, just to, you can ask part 2, part B. All right. Should you train legs more than once a week? This is from Christina. I noticed that upper body gets multiple days, but usually one leg day a week. For what? I mean, what upper body gets multiple days? What are you referring to? Because the programming in X usually has legs and lower body as much as upper body. There are also different goals and different segmentation. If you're doing legs, I don't like the approach of splitting legs. I don't necessarily like doing, okay, we're doing hamstring in this today, and then we're doing squats, and I say leg day is fucking leg day for me. The only thing that I would separate, or maybe for me personally, the only thing that I really recommend doing twice a week in terms of lower body type stuff, you could do calves more frequently, but you do a leg day maybe once every 4 to 5 days, 4 to 7 days. But you could do glutes again. You could do a high rep glute day or a glute focus day, something hip extension, more like active recovery. You don't necessarily have to do it for heavy strength and mass, but doing it depends on what your goal is and your nutrition and your whole overall. It's hard to answer that question. That's why it seems kind of back and forth, because it depends on what the rest of your schedule looks like. It's not like you're working legs twice a week in a vacuum. Well, what's everything else looking like? What's your yoga looking like overall? So the programming that I put together in X will have a reason behind it. There's a reason because there's, in terms of the legs, I don't want to say there's less variety, but you're hitting so many muscles. I would say it's harder to isolate things in your legs. There's just so much integration. So many more muscles are working simultaneously. This is how I think of it. I just like to do legs harder. I like to do it harder with more volume, a little bit less frequently, but I do like doubling up with something like glutes. And plus, again, it depends on if you're biasing more towards mobility and yoga or you're trying to get as big as possible. You got, what's the goal? What are you trying to do? So more frequently isn't the best for all outcomes. Good question. You can follow up if that made sense. I talked about a couple different topics, went around in a little bit of a circle. It was fun though. I liked it. Chris, what up? I was wondering, Papa Swolio, when I was training with a personal trainer, they said I should eat at least 1 hour after training. At least 1 hour after finishing training. Is this right or just bullshit? What do you mean, within 1 hour or wait for an hour? Either one are pretty much bullshit. I mean, I personally like to eat something after, but you don't have to necessarily like, oh my God, I have to rush to the bathroom or the locker room to have a protein shake. That's not how it has to necessarily turn out. You don't have to get your protein shake in as quickly as humanly possible. I've done that. I've played that game, but then I've also worked out and I've come back and made food later. And I don't know. I feel great right now. I feel great. I'm kind of, again, my focus is me. My focus is me. What I'm doing is optimal for me. Okay. So when I'm giving all this insight and experience, I'm very hesitant to say with certain things that need to be really customized. I'm very hesitant to be like, this is the right way. There's so much individualization that's necessary for training, whether you like fasted cardio or not fasted cardio, eating right before, or eating right after. Some people feel really nauseous eating right after. It's obviously not right for them. You can't, oh, it's so good to eat right after. If you feel sick to your stomach, your body's saying, we don't want this right now for whatever reason. Maybe it's a type of food or maybe it's just you, but you have to listen to that because otherwise you're just going to be throwing up and that's not good for you either. So what do you mean? Let's clarify that. Do you mean within an hour or you have to wait an hour? Meal prepping and listening to Papa Swole. Hell yeah, fam. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Christian, just did legs ignite. How do you make basic moves so hard? You are talented, Papa. Holy glutes on fire. Legs are jelly. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Legs ignite. Some of the stuff that we have coming, like the programming, remember I talked about in the last accountability meeting. Remember that when I was mentioning Scorched Earth and the endurance programs, like for strength endurance. Woo, that's going to be fire. If you like the Ignite series and the 90-day dash, you're really going to love the new stuff we have coming in 2020. This year is going to be massive. Plus, fam, we not only do we have the rest of Swole season still dropping every single week. So we got a new week of that tomorrow, by the way. We also have Scorched Earth. We have the awareness program for real deloading or beginners. We also have SwoleCon coming up. We have more updates for that. That's really getting finalized quickly. So we're going to have a lot of updates for SwoleCon and like all the details are going to be organized. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. And we'll have some more polls, more feedback. All right. No notification on Facebook or YouTube. Thank God for Swole Text. Hell yeah, fam. Swole Text is the shit. And whoever typed that, make sure you click the link, follow the description for the details because I don't see your name. Swole Text is way better than Facebook notifications. Absolutely it is. Swole Text fam in the house. Okay. Whoever wrote this question, make sure you click the link in the post description. My question is about pulse reps for chest. Can't find how exactly they work for incline pulse reps. Well, it depends on what the breakdown is. Pulse reps are short range of motion. The video shows it. The video shows what the pulse reps are. So it's just limiting the range of motion. You could do pulse reps a couple inches. You could do it 3-4 inches. You could do it halfway up and halfway down. It's kind of like 21's, that classic way of doing like halfway up, halfway down. Pulse reps are right in usually the mid range of motion, generally in that stronger range of motion where you're just kind of oscillating a real slow, a lot of time under tension. The video breaks that down for in the 90-day dash, if that's what you're referring to. It should show, unless there's some different edit that you're referring to, but hopefully that answers your question. Done my day 8 total by Ignite on about 5 hours of sleep. Absolutely fooked. Nice. What's up? What up? What up? Upper volume week 8 to celebrate 41 trips around the sun today. Happy birthday, Chet. Good for you, man. Good for you. Josh, Papa, seen stuff online that Celtic sea salt rusts metal. Will it fuck up my hydro flask if I'm just putting a little bit in first thing in the morning? I don't really know about that, about it rusting metal. I don't know. It's stainless steel. So maybe that, I mean, I have not had any problems that I've noticed. I do it all the time. So if it does cause a problem, then oops. So I've literally been putting in there. I guess the answer would be no. I haven't seen any issues of rust or whatever. So yeah, maybe that answers your question. I love my hydro flask. I fucking love these things. I got 2 right here. I got coffee in one. I got water in the other. I just got flasks on flasks. We have got like 10 of these things. Short ones, tall ones, fat ones. Heather, the first time I did Sphinx push-ups, they were really awkward. I couldn't go elbows to the ground and back up smoothly at the same time, so I was doing more of a half rep pulse with them. Is doing it that way good until I'm able to do it properly, or is there another alternative? You want to do as much of a range of motion as possible. You can also bias towards just the negative portion. Another way you can do it is move your hands further in front of you, move your elbows further in front of your body. You can also put your forearms or your elbows on like a soft little pillow, maybe like a roll, or get like a bolster, or roll up a towel. That way your range of motion is shorter and it doesn't hurt your elbows if you don't hit the ground hard. So you put a pillow under there to progress it, or to regress it and change the angle. That'd be a great way to do it, Heather. Catherine, hey Papa, I'm getting surgery in January for loose skin. Go me, I guess. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Any recommendations to keep myself from losing too much progress mobility during recovery? Yeah, and this is just my opinion, my recommendation from experience is just change your idea of what you mean by progress. A lot of times we think of progress as, the number has to be less on a scale. The number has to be more on a scale. My biceps have to be a different circumference. I have to lift a higher number. You know what I'm saying? It's a great conversation. What does progress actually mean? And progress means whatever you want it to mean. What's your North Star? What direction are you trying to go in? What does progress mean for you? And you can absolutely make progress every fucking day. You can make progress every single day, even if you're not lifting a single weight. You can meditate, you can write, you can journal, you can eat healthy, you can drink plenty of water, you can watch videos and tutorials and learn about a hobby or something you're interested in. You can feed your brain. You can just anything. You can learn something new, learn more about fitness or nutrition or something you've never had time to do before, but now because you can't focus on your training, you can still take care of your health optimally, but you can focus on building some other aspect of your life. And then you can make progress. And then it just shifts what your perspective is on progress physically while your body's recovering. You do as much as your doctor allows you to or says that you can. I don't really know exactly what you're doing or what the actual follow-up process is for that. But you do what you can, when you're cleared to, and change your idea of what progress is for you, which is fine. Like, it should change. The way I look at progress now is different than the way I looked at progress or thought progress was 10 years ago, 3 years ago, before Swolenormous. My perspective on things have changed 1,000%. Oh, yeah, bro. Okay. Let me just get into this. Is Philip's question. Squat Complex says do 1 rep, 1 partial, then 2 reps, 2 partial, up to 5, and back down. I get the 1 for the first rep. Oh, so you do, okay. So you do 2 reps, then you're going to do 2 full reps and then 2 pulse reps. Okay. And then you go all the way up and down for 3, and then you do pulse reps for 3. You see what I'm saying? So you do 4 full and then 4 partial, and then 5 full, 5 partial, and then 4. So you go up the ladder and then down. And if you can't do that, you can just go up. You don't have to go back down. So there's options there, if that makes sense. So you're pairing it up 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and then either you stop or you go back down if you're able to. There's different ways to do it. You can go back down, you can go heavier and only stop at the 5. I think there's a couple different types of complexes we have. That's why I was just wanted you to clarify. Courtney, rinse the bottle out after you're done drinking the salt water. You'll probably be fine. I haven't had any issue. I mean, I'm always filling it up and I'm not putting so much salt in there. It's like a, little sea salt. So if you're drinking it, it's not like, I mean, maybe if the sea salt was sitting in there, like super concentrated, I don't know how long you would have to leave it in there to really cause damage and rust. Alex Finn, is yoga-based dance enough, or should I also do Swolga? I can't even pronounce that without insulting it. Barantiam and Kuch, I don't even know what that is. So that's new to me. I guess yoga-based dance. I've probably seen it and didn't know what I was watching. So I'm trying to find a balance in 90 Day Dash. Well, I mean, you're trying to find a balance. Is it enough? So let's actually look at how you're asking the question. Is yoga-based dance enough? Enough for what? It's a different skill. So I wouldn't be good at yoga-based dance. I'm more proficient for me. I've never done yoga-based dance. So for me, I've done yoga and I practice yoga. Remember, it's a practice. So anything that you're not doing, you are not advancing in. So Swolga are shorter classes that I personally lead. We also have a full yoga studio. So you have the 20, 30, maybe 40-minute Swolga classes. We also have yoga classes. We're having Yoga Express classes open up too. So you'll have other instructors with the Swole team instructors that are doing 30-minute classes too. So you get the shorter ones from me, and you also get the more variety in the studio. But you have the yin yoga, you have the level 1, 2, and 3, you have the vinyasa flows, you have Ashtanga. So you have those different classes in there. And if you never practice actual yoga, then I highly recommend it. So I would say yes. I mean, enough is relative. I don't know what you'd mean enough for, but I would definitely practice yoga because you're probably holding poses longer, getting deeper in there. And I'm quite certain yoga-based dance is nothing like yin. So there's a lot of benefits to all those things, psychological and physical. Okay, whoever asked this question, make sure you click the link in the post description. If you do, it might not clear your account in the moment. So I don't know who this is or who said this, but I'll answer the question anyway, just a heads up. If you don't see your name show up on the screen, it's because you need to click the link in the post description. Papa Swolio, any issue with brain gains twice daily? Also, should on round 2, 90 Day Dash, if want to add more yoga for focus, should be Swolga or more yin during 90 Day Dash? Couple good questions. Let's get into that. Let me just take a sip of water first. And away we go. Okay. Any issue with brain gains twice daily? No, you're fine with it. There will be more brain gains coming. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be working on some of them right after this podcast. So no, all the new brain gains in that section, FYI, is going to be expanding. So you're going to see different sections and it's going to be started to be more segmented and broken up. So there's going to be different categories and different things coming in the near future. So there's no issue with it. There will also be certain options for longer sessions, as those are usually about 10 minutes or so. So there will be varying length with the brain gain sessions as well as additional content. So there's nothing wrong with it. Just find the ones that you like. And of course, the new versions and new sessions that come out, you'll find certain ones that you like to frequent. And a lot of them are the same, but a lot of them are just subtly different and different enough to stimulate different aspects of your practice. So no, nothing wrong with it. And your second part, should on round 2, if you want to add more yoga, should it be Swolga or more yin? So one of the beauties of Swolenormous X is that you have different types that you can choose from. So which yoga classes serve your needs? Do you need more recovery? That would be one of our recovery flows, or one of the yin classes. That would be ideal for that, or Swolga Gravity, for example. When it comes to, let's say you're trying to replace, like, what are you trying to replace? Are you adding to the schedule or are you substituting? So if you're substituting a Swolga strength, you might want to do a level 1 or level 2 or vinyasa or an Ashtanga flow. So it depends on what you're trying to do. If it's more recovery aid, then yeah, you could do a gravity or yin for sure. And you can always add that stuff. Like, you're not going to overdo. If you want to add a yin class, oh, I did too much, I did an extra yin. Like, I don't, unless you're seriously dehydrated and you cramp up for some, like, it's passive. You're not overdoing yin unless you're just, I mean, it's really hard. Just follow the instruction. You're not going to hurt yourself doing yin. It's extremely hard to do anything high risk with yin because it's so slow and controlled, and it's only to your capacity. So, and you're just passively stretching and getting into the deep connective tissue. Same thing goes for this comment, whether it's the same person or not. Make sure you click the link in the post description. Been cutting and focusing on flexibility because I had a pole competition. Now I want to get back to lifting, but I want to focus on glutes and core. Okay. Would you recommend any particular style of yoga as more efficient for core strength and activation? Sure. Do the level 2 and the level 3 classes. The Ashtanga ones are great too. Sure. The Vinyasa and the higher level classes, if you're able to do it. I mean, the level 1 might be challenging, depends on how much experience you have with yoga and what you've been doing, but do the higher level classes. Good stuff. Excellent. When I do bicep curls with dumbbells, it's way easier for my left than my right arm. Is that pretty normal for one arm to feel stronger? Dominant arms, like whatever you have, more neuromuscular control will lead to more strength in general. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, you have a more dominant arm. That's normal. Let's see. Scrolling. I'm making sick gains. Where am I going? Let's see. Eat a banana or some dark organic chocolate after working out. Well, that's good too. I like to eat a meal. When I'm done working out, I come home, I want some bacon or I want a ribeye steak. I want some sweet potatoes. I want to eat a whole fucking watermelon. Like, I want food. I don't want a shake. After I'm done working out, I want to eat. Yeah. Especially if I'm working out later in the evening. I'm not sure if I'm going to work out today. I did hot yoga and a sound healing today. Holy shit. I literally thought it was 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes in. It was an hour. I was out. You guys, I think I got there's some really cool stuff for SwoleCon. You guys are going to lose your shit. It's going to be fucking awesome. Anyway, woo. I don't know if I want to go lift, but part of me is like, I don't know if I want to go lift today, but I kind of want to go lift. But I kind of like, I don't know if I want to go lift today, but I kind of want to go lift. Even though I did yoga and stuff, it's like, so this week is going to be, because I'm going out of town for a couple days. So, obviously for those of you, all of you, this week, the podcast this week will have traveling casts. So, we'll be on the road. So they'll be streamed exclusively in here. Just so you know. So Thursday and Friday. What episodes are those? Let's see, 13, 11, 12 is Monday. 12 is Tuesday. 12 is Monday. 13 is Tuesday. 14 is Wednesday. So 15 and 16, Thursday, Friday, will be in here. So we'll be streaming live and it'll be nice. It'll be lit. You'll be great. You'll be great. We'll be great too. And I'll have a guest on. And surprise. There'll be a surprise guest. Maybe S. Maybe there's multiple. You'll like it. Scorched Earth. I'm big enough. My 2020 focus is mobility, yoga, and meditation. Good shit. Okay. Mike Miller. What up, bruh? If you don't have a full hour at one time to do a muscle group, but have half an hour in the morning and another at night, is it okay to hit the same muscle group twice that day to get the volume, or is it better to split it, legs and yoga, and do an extra day of legs, for example, later in the week? That's a tough question. I can't really answer that. I haven't really fucked around too much with that. I've done the same body part twice in a day before. I don't really recommend it though. You got to warm up really well, because right after you cause like inflammation and you trigger that kind of breakdown, you're compromised. So it's not like you're going fresh. You can try it. Obviously go easy. I mean, here's my advice with anything new that could be risky or high volume or maybe a questionable move. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. You just have to be prepared for it. If it's your first time doing it, just think about this. You can always do more next time. Meaning if you try something, I wonder if this is good. Is this going to be too much for me? It's better to, let's say you did it twice in one day, that you did less overall volume, because it doesn't take more than one rep to get hurt. So I would back off of it, try the twice a day. Maybe you come a little bit shy of what your normal single session volume would be because you didn't want to push it too much. And the next day, oh, you weren't really that sore. You felt kind of fine. Cool. That gives you context to know what to do next time. The worst thing that you can do is do 2 hard sessions, fucking get hurt, and then it's too late. You can't back off. So what I always say, whenever there's like a new exercise, a new movement, you're trying something different, there's no harm in doing less. And it's not being a pussy. It's not, okay, I'm not working hard, or I'm not training hard, I'm not pushing myself. It's being smart and thinking about the long term, that you're not getting your results overnight. If you figured this out, now it's good information that can last you and be valuable. So the last thing you want to do, last thing you want or need to do is to crush yourself and hurt yourself. So let's do another, let's see. Today's Swole card. It's going to have the APS on the back, but I'm feeling Swole fam today, fam. Was it 1311? 1311. Ask Papa Swolio live. All right, hashtag Swole fam in the comments. Hashtag Swole fam. Because don't forget, Mike, you're not doing your, it's not the last time you're going to lift. So just think long term. Hashtag Swole fam for today's Swole card. Swole fam, 1311 APS live. Lizeth Figueroa, is it recommendable to do Swolga as scheduled in the 90-day dash in the morning and do a yoga studio class in the evening, 8 hours apart? Can you replace Swolga for a yoga studio class? Great, excellent, fantastic questions. And yes, all the above. Absolutely. It's recommended. It's encouraged. It's a great option. It's not required. So it's up to you. So you could do Swolga in the morning. And then you can do, if you feel up to it, because you could do, let's say a Swolga strength, and then you can be like, hey, I feel like doing something again, but I feel, a little fatigued from that, or I don't want to do a strength one. You could do a yin. So you can absolutely do 2 yoga classes in a day. You could also do a strength class or like a workout and also do yoga later in the day. I recommend that you separate them, 8 hours apart or so. But you can also do a yoga class right after lifting. You could also do it before. That's kind of preference, really. I don't necessarily recommend doing yoga right before lifting. It's a nice cool down afterwards. But it can also provide a lot of mobility, maybe Swolga or Swollen 7 as a warm-up. You could also do a partial beginning of a yoga class just to kind of get warmed up and centered. It depends. You're going to find your own flow, and you're going to find what works out best for you. But that's definitely, Elizabeth, that's a great option. So nothing wrong with whatever you said. Alessandra, I've been listening to your podcast since May, and it helped me to gain control of myself. I lost 45 pounds. I have 30 to go, but I'm confident I will get there in a few months. Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your effort and the kind comments. I'm glad you're kicking ass. 30 pounds to go in a few months. Yep. I mean, you might lose 1 pound a week, so that's 4 pounds in a month. So keep that in mind. That's 7 months. So it could be a year, but it doesn't matter if it takes a year or it takes 6 months. You're on your journey, and as long as you're losing weight, you're feeling good, you're doing it the right way, you'll lose weight, you'll keep it off. So good for you, Alessandra. Good for you. Renarius, why is grass-fed beef so tasty? Good questions. Because it's real fucking food. It's delicious. It's real food. Real food. Let's see here. Dun 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 dun. Swolga Gravity is the bomb. Just reading some comments here. Philip, enjoy cleaning your house, bro. Fresh venison is boss after a hard workout. Sound healing. What is that, Papa? That's a great question. I mean, look, I'm not even going to talk about it as if I know what it is. I'm just kind of like, it's really cool. I mean, look into it. There's a lot of stuff. You might have heard those things online, like the different sounds, like the tones and stuff, like certain frequencies and those certain like the sound bowls where you're hitting it, it's like boom, 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 and people, you might have seen that, like these glass bowls and stuff. But there's definitely healing properties with it, like that droning noise. Like I don't know how many of you listen to white noise or have some kind of like ocean waves on your phone, like soundscapes when you go to sleep. I like some noise. I just don't like inconsistent noise. I like thunderstorms and rain, or I like a fan on. I don't like music that changes, and I like consistent droning because silence, like little noises, will keep me engaged. So, but sound healing is like using, it's kind of what it sounds like, is using sound to relax the body. And, you know, I'm sure there's all that metaphysical, I don't want to say mumbo jumbo, but, you know, that kind of like out there type approach. But who's to say that stuff isn't real or all of it's not real? Like it definitely felt amazing. It's like a meditation. It was really, really relaxing and nice. Very, very nice. Let's see. Is it all right if you work out different parts of the body when you go to the gym, or should I focus on one area? Well, of course, it depends on what your program is. It depends on what split you're doing. What are you doing inside Swolenormous X? I mean, every program and every different approach and different progression and goal has a different training split. So you can do, there are workouts where it's total body, there's upper lower, there's push pull, there's push pull legs, there's chest and back, chest and triceps, there's upper body push, you know, there's total body push, partial body push, there's supersets, there's a lot of different things. Thanks, Papa. Don't know why you can't see me today. Jamie. Huh. That's weird. Maybe it's a different IP or something. Maybe it's a different location and Facebook. Maybe Facebook resets. I think Facebook might reset something now and again, like settings or code, because sometimes it disappears. I've noticed that. I'm like, I don't get it. Oh, that's right. Everyone's dropping. I'm catching up on comments. Swole fam, hashtag Swole fam to win this card. We'll see if you got any more questions. If there's any questions, here's just another reminder, people. My beaches, my home beaches. Remember, tomorrow right here at 12 noon. Okay, mark your calendar. You'll get a Swole text too, but 12 noon Eastern time, accountability meeting. I'm going to announce the new releases and some of the stuff that's being released and worked on, and some more updates. Okay, and some more things that are going to be, yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. I don't want to cross over into territory where I'm talking about in this podcast what's going on tomorrow in the accountability meeting. But delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious gains and updates. Hannah, one of my jobs is at a farm and animal sanctuary. So when I'm there, I do quite a bit of physical labor, carrying bales of hay. I can't talk today. 5-gallon water buckets, 50-pound. You do a lot of physical work. I'm usually pretty tired. Should I still try to work out in those days? Do you think it's cool just to rest? It depends. I mean, how often is that? Like, this is where your lifestyle needs to come. It needs to be in harmony with your training protocol. A lot of people are trying to force themselves that have really demanding physical jobs to like lift heavy, train hard, blah, blah, like that's cool. But for someone who's very, very physically active, you might not need the same type of volume, and you can benefit more from a mobility practice or a yoga practice in that sense. So maybe, Hannah, on those days you do Swolga, or you do Swollen 7, or you do brain gains, you do something foam rolling. And then on other days you do your overload. You know, you need to make sure that your body has recovery time. So if or maybe you train anyway, you're like, you know what, or you do it first. You do it first. I mean, really, what I like to do, if I had anything physically laborious and stuff, I would do my workout first and then be careful and pace myself the rest of the day. I would get mine in. I would prioritize my lifting first, but it's up to you and your schedule. I know farm stuff, it's not really like, it's early in the day. I know, early morning. White noise for the win. I like the rain in my Calm app. Nice. Yeah, Tabishan Singh. Yeah, the sound bowls. Exactly. So, and the plant, yeah. Well, I'll talk more tomorrow, the accountability meeting. I'm going to save that for tomorrow because I have some cool stuff. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I mix yucca, sweet potatoes, and roasted in a big steak. It's delicious. Nice. Love the TikTok live earlier. Yeah, I'm live on TikTok too. I go live everywhere. Ask Papa Swolio, at Papa Swolio on TikTok. You're welcome, Christian. Appreciate it. Thank you. Swole fam, number one fan. We're going to battle it out for number one fan. Chris, looking forward to more info on SwoleCon. So here's the thing with SwoleCon. I want to give you tomorrow. I mean, I can answer some more questions I'm going to give everyone tomorrow more updates that I have. But here's the thing. I don't want to say things because I have a lot of it's getting a lot more narrowed down in terms of the days, the schedule, but I want to give more information. Like the next time I talk and I put it out there, I want to have it like, here's the itinerary, because we're still working out some of the details and making sure that it'll be able to be executed, like exact locations. But from when I mentioned it, announced it, and to now, we now pretty much have like a real good draft of the schedule and the concept. And now we're just looking at locations and, okay, the best place to have this be the center point, like the block of hotels and all the, a central location. That way we're not spread out too far but it's going to be fucking great. It's going to be great. And some of the stuff that I already mentioned today, I'm going to be integrating with it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a nice getaway for those of you that are just coming down for the weather. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a real good time. You guys better be amped. You better be amped for SwoleCon, baby. SwoleCon, baby. SwoleCon, you're all going to be on the podcast. We're going to have it's going to be like a massive Ask Papa Swolio live. We'll just fucking mash. We'll mash. We got a couple podcasts to get done. All right, here we go. Swole fam, let's do this card giveaway. Good questions. I appreciate all the input. So a reminder, tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time, for those of you that are members, which are all of you watching live right now, in the Facebook group, in the Swole fam group, we will be going live at 12 noon for the accountability meeting, and I'll give you some more updates and answer some more questions about that shit. It should be. We're still looking at that same weekend. Like that same schedule is looking about right. That's cool. So far, I've been looking at just flights. I was going to look at hotels next. Well, we're going to have like a block. Like we're going to have all those options. So there's going to be a block of hotel rooms. That way you guys can get it. We'll get a group rate. So for those of you that want to be like on this, we'll get a whole group of spots, and then, but those dates are pretty secure. And then the details, the different details of the actual weekend will be released as soon as possible. Mario already requested time off for SwoleCon for my 2 jobs. I have to get to SwoleCon, bro. I can't wait. It's gonna be so nice to meet all of you. SwoleCon, baby. Won't be able to make it this year. Oh, but hopefully it'll become an annual thing. Oh, it's already an annual thing. It's already done. Like SwoleCon is going down. SwoleCon is going down. It's happening, and of course it's a yearly thing. Fuck yeah. And it's going to get to the point where we have the SwoleCon United States. We're going to have the SwoleCon International. That's going to be epic though. We'll have to have it like some cool, like the International SwoleCon. At least I'm in an area where it's like an international travel hub, so there's no shortage of flights into Florida. I work in construction and just do yoga on work days. I've noticed so much more progress healing my injuries. Thank you so much to the yoga instructors in Unlimited. Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that. I'd have to fly from Texas. Oh, that's a simple flight. That's like, 2 hours from Texas to Florida? It's real short. And that's real short. And you go into Miami or Fort Lauderdale would be the best place. That's going to be where you want to fly into, really. SwoleCon, baby. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. And here's the thing. I'm not going to answer questions. I want to be very, very careful about what I say because I don't want to promise things that aren't going, but it's pretty much done deal. And we're going to make it happen. It's pretty much, okay, this is what I want to do. And we're just going to make it happen. UK, please, for International SwoleCon. You may as well, if you're gonna come from other countries, you may as well come to the greatest country in the world. Do not come to Australia. Maybe. Oh my God, that's such a long flight. My best friend, his sisters got married in Australia. She moved there. Oh my God, it's like 2 days. SwoleCon UK. SwoleCon. 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 It's gonna be fucking great. I can't wait. SwoleCon. Okay, Swole fam, I'm going to scroll and we're going to give this away to one of you beaches. And remember, you're going to send the email and then we'll get it to you. Swole fam, scroll. Second scroll, scrolling back down. Swole fam. Oscar, what up, dude? Congratulations, Oscar. Dun 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 dun. I need to get some like celebration music on my soundboard. I keep thinking that I'm like, every time I do this, I'm like, damn, I'm just gonna sing like an asshole. Na 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 na. All right, Oscar, thank you so much for playing. Thanks for tuning in, fam. Da, 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 da. Make sure, Oscar, that you send us an email. I'm not sure if you've won one of these already, but send us an email. Congratulations, Oscar. Everyone, be nice. Be nice. Congratulate Oscar for winning the Swole fam card. There you go. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Alex. Very good. Be respectful. Everyone's like, fuck, I want to fucking win. I ain't got my Swole card. Fuck. All right. So Oscar sent us an email with Swole card and number 1311 and, you know, the details and your address, mailing address. That way I can get that to you ASAP. Awesome. Congratulations. 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 It's a new thing. That's a thing. That's a thing. It is. Hell yeah. It's going to be my birthday Thursday. Ooh, very nice. I wish it would come by Thursday. Well, it's a Sunday. Maybe if I send it out, if I get that out, I need to send out a bunch of them. A bunch of you are probably, I don't know if a lot of you are waiting. I actually have a little mini pile. So the next bunch is ready to go out. I got to do some envelope action. So I will get those to all of you. Just make sure that if any of you have one, make sure you email support@Swolenormous for those that you might have gotten, and it'll be confirmed. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Good shit. So tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time for the accountability meeting. And of course, we'll be trying to go, I'm aiming to go live before tomorrow's accountability meeting. So probably will be going live for the podcast, for the 1312, probably be going live at about, I would say before 12, maybe like 11 o'clock or something like that. I try to go back to back. That way you guys are just blocking off a set amount of time. So we'll probably be going live before the accountability meeting. That's the ideal. And you were wondering where yours were at. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. It also depends on when you won and when we got you on the Excel spreadsheet, because I might have just sent out a bunch. I don't necessarily do them every day. I'll send them out after I accumulate a couple. I was on a good everyday thing. I need to get back on that routine so I don't get backed up a little bit. Papa Swolio getting backed up. So now I get to decide, do I want to go lift today? I did my yoga. I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit. That was a great class today. I almost don't want to like tense things up. I feel good. I'm excited. Thinking about it. Is it a leg day or is it an arm day or is it a chest day? I'm kind of sore in my upper body, kind of stiff in my legs. It's kind of a leg workout day. I'm not sure. I'm kind of like, meh. Might go bang out a little bit of legs, a little bit of schmeggies. We'll see. Waiting for my Aussie Swole card. It's going to take 3 weeks and prayers to the gods to get here. God, yeah, who knows? I don't even know. That is if it got sent out. I don't see who this is. For some reason, it hasn't confirmed it. You sent me the wrong address, so it took forever to get here. How to get corrected? Oh, goodness. Oh, please give me the right address. My goodness, fam. My goodness. Okay. Without further ado, let's get on with today. Go enjoy your day. Go enjoy your family. Go make some gains. All right, I'll probably go make some gains now that you called me out. I know you're thinking, go get some gains. I don't know. I'll feel better. If I'm thinking about it, I kind of feel like I should just fucking go do it. But there's other stuff I want to get done. There's only so much time in the day. Why is there only so much time in the day? Why can't there be more time? Part of me is like, shit, I'll just go do it in the morning. And I'll get other stuff done. It's like, there's just always gains to be made, fam. Always gains to be made. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1311, the Ask Papa Swolio Live, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Thanks for being here, fam. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 1312. And of course, the accountability meeting at 12 noon Eastern time. Thank you so much for being here. A reminder for those of you that are listening to the audio, if you want to catch all the private live streams, including the Ask Papa Swolio live, and a reminder this week for all of you that are still listening and watching here live, fam, this Thursday and Friday will be out of the Swole hole. So again, private live streams only for members. So if you want to learn more, if you're listening, swolenormousx.com. Everyone that's in here listening right now, I love you, beaches. I will go get my bee stings because I mentioned it. Now I'm going to go fucking do it. I'm excited. Y'all, Arnold says sleep faster. Goddamn right. Peace McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh. Out. Love you, fam. Peace.